guys, this is Jose coming to you from my garage. I'm just going to show you how to replace a Moen 1222B shower cartridge. So hopefully this is helpful. So first things first, you're going to want to go ahead and turn off the power to the water heater if it's an electric water heater. Turn off the gas if it's a gas water heater, just depending on the water heater, whether it's a gas or electric. And this one has the shutoffs for the water supply above it, and you can see them right here above the water heater. So we'll just shut those off, and once we get those off, we can go back to the cartridge in the bathroom. But the first step to that cartridge will be removing the handle off of the shower cartridge, and that handle is held on by a little Allen screw, which I will show you here in a few moments. And the handle, you can flip it up once the water's off, and that screw is right there, and that is a little Allen screw. So you'll just take your Allen wrench set and determine which is the right size. You'll remove that little Allen screw, and once you remove that Allen screw, you'll be able to pull the handle out towards you, and that's the outer part of the handle. Now we'll just pull right off once you get that screw out of there. And then once you pull the handle off, then you'll see the inner part of the handle, which is a little black piece for the control of the hot and the cold. And that one has a little Phillips right in the center, and you'll get your Phillips screwdriver and you'll start removing that. And as you remove that, you'll be able to pull that right out. And right behind that, there is a stop, so that'll stop it in the right position so that it'll be on or off, and it won't go past that. It'll just turn off and stop there. But if you didn't have that stop there, it would just keep spinning in a circle, and you would just have to figure where off is. But this does it for you. You remove this ring, and then we have this ring we're going to be removing. And again, that's two Phillips screws that hold it in. They're actually pretty long, and they go all the way through this plate and into the wall, and grab onto the back part of the faucet where the cartridge goes into. So you can see the cartridge there, and it is being held in by a retaining pin, and that retaining pin goes over the top of it. So once we get this plate removed, you'll be able to see the little pin that's holding it in place. And to remove that, you're going to need a needle nose pliers, and you're going to want to be very careful not to drop that pin into the wall, because if you do, then you're going to have to order another one or locate another one. So you'll remove that carefully, and that is the final step before we remove the cartridge. And these cartridges are sometimes really tight in there, so they're not so easy to take out sometimes. So on the new cartridge, it comes with a little plastic piece that I'll show you here in a moment, and how to use that, and that helps you to be able to remove it. Here's a new cartridge. It's a 1222B Moen cartridge. So there it is, and it's going to be the replacement for this. It's an exact replacement. So you'll just, I attempted to pull it out, but it was actually stuck in there pretty good. So then you go to the new one, and you put this little plastic piece in there, and then you can kind of work it back and forth until it comes loose. And this is that little plastic piece, and that's just sitting there in the new package. Now that I've done that, I should be able to pull the cartridge out with my pliers. So you just pull it towards you, and it'll just pull right out. And now we're gonna have to prep this new cartridge to be put in. So you see that's the old one. There's the new one. And on this new one, it comes with oil that you put on the little rubber washers on each side of that. It'll go in just like that. It has an HC on the top of it, if you can see that, and that's the indicator of the top, or the hot and the cold side. So the oil actually comes with the new cartridge. So you'll pull that out, and then you'll open it up, and then you'll put it on each side of the new cartridge, on the little rubber washers on each side of it. And that just makes for ease of putting it back into place, and it'll just slide right back in, and it makes it a lot easier with this oil that you put on the cartridge. So there's the new cartridge. We're gonna go ahead and slide it back into place. So you'll push it in all the way until it stops, and you have to have it in all the way so that you can put that pin back in, and that pin will just go in just like the other one, just like you pulled it out, and you'll be able to push it all the way through. So you'll just kind of put it in from the top and then work it all the way through until it goes into place, and it'll push all the way through, and it'll go all the way through to the bottom. And once it's back into place, you'll just see the little top of it hanging out like so, and then you'll see how it goes all the way through on both sides of that cartridge, holding it in place, and the HC at the top. So that's my hot and my cold side indicator, and then we'll go ahead and piece it all together how we took it apart. And then this is where you're going to want to make sure it's in the right position so it turns off all the way. You all have a good one.